The day begins with a relentless rhythm. Doors open, footsteps rush, thoughts scatter like paper in the wind. Inside the office, people move with purpose, or perhaps, obligation. Suddenly, the pace shifts. A street without cars, lined with memories and mosaics. The cobblestones speak in patterns, whispering stories beneath your feet. It's remarkable how often we move without noticing movement itself. What happens when you stop trying to arrive, and start observing where you are? Then, a fast forward. Crowds sweep past cafes in accelerated motion. The city becomes a river of hurried steps. A man types steadily, staring at a screen. Each click of the keyboard is a thought begging to be understood. And just like that, we lift above the chaos. An overhead view of a solitary beach. Here, finally, space to breathe. To let your thoughts wander without guilt. 3 people cross a street together, long coats, quiet conversation. Cars hum by, voices rise around them, but they move at their own rhythm. Umbrellas in pink float over a colonial street. Guitar strings drift gently through the air. 2 older women walk side by side, turning a corner. Moments like this ask nothing of you, except perhaps to notice what you've been ignoring. And you wonder, in this age of input and output, are we becoming more expressive, or just louder? At last, the city softens. The frame slides across a concrete wall toward the sea. Even here, surrounded by people and buildings, the ocean reminds you, peace isn't a place. It's a perspective. The street is alive, boots tapping stone, people crossing without notice. They pass by cafe, a collision of noise and nostalgia. The clatter around her causes a subtle flinch. Not every storm is loud, some rage quietly within. Then, the shore. Just a pair of legs walking along the tide. The waves are gentle, the sand embraces each step. It's as if the sea itself is offering a new direction. Back again, escalators, echoes, chaos. A shopping mall pulses with urgency. Voices blur into one another, and the architecture seems designed to remind you, speed is rewarded, silence is not. In the quiet between levels, there's room to listen, if only for a moment. From the shadows, light emerges. The stone walls give way to open sky. Maybe freedom is less about escape, and more about letting light in. Alarms. Crowds. The city demands attention. But beneath the noise, there's a deeper longing, to be somewhere that doesn't ask so much. Small boats drift on a sunlit sea. Gentle waves cradle their hulls, as if the ocean itself is whispering a lullaby. Even here, life slows to the rhythm of water. People rush towards something, perhaps away from something else. But in every direction, the echo is the same, move, now. Tables spill across a sidewalk, silverware clinks, glasses fill. The scene speeds up. Faces come and go, conversations flicker like candle flames. And just beyond the frame, one wonders, is anyone truly present, or are we just playing guests in passing moments? People walk calmly toward the camera, leaving behind the warm lights of colonial buildings and restaurants. Their pace is gentle, the sidewalk alive with quiet chatter. A single motorcycle breaks the softness. And for a moment, you're reminded how peace often exists right before it's interrupted. Then comes congestion, with hurried drivers and restless engines. And you feel the walls closing in. What parts of life feel like this street, full, yet narrow? A bird's eye view opens up. The noise fades as altitude rises. A drone traces the spine of a city road, capturing movement below. Inside a moving bus, the world rushes past. Cars and people in a hurry, stores with their colorful facades, cyclists, construction zones. Faces flicker through the window. You're not in control, just passing through. And maybe that's alright. There's freedom in letting go of the steering wheel. Now the flight takes us somewhere else, over the cliff and among the coastal vegetation, where people ride horses and drive slowly. There are places built for slowing down. Back to traffic, but this time the chaos has calmed. Cars wait patiently, pedestrians drift without urgency. Balance exists even within cities, if we dare to seek it. Sunset spills across the horizon. Low clouds stretch like soft brushstrokes, and a small boat rocks gently near the shore. On the bow, a woman dances, not for anyone, but for herself. The gulls cry around her, as if cheering on the moment. This is what presence looks like. Then, noise again. A street filled with motion, engines rumbling, voices rising. The pace accelerates. But from within the frame, you're free to observe, not react. Finally, serenity. A coastal path winds past rocky edges. The camera glides over turquoise water and seaside hotels. Everything says, rest. Notice. Choose your own rhythm, a pedestrian avenue alive with footsteps. One side, stone buildings reaching upward. The other, trees standing in silent council. And in between, people flow through like river currents. People move quickly, as if hurrying past reflection. Yet the space itself doesn't demand attention, it simply holds it, for those who choose to linger. The ocean stirs. Waves break gently into soft white foam. Silver-haired couples walk along the shore, arm in arm. Laughter dances between them. It's moments like these that rewrite the definition of youth. Now, another view from above. A cyclist speeds along the beach, racing forward and making grooves in the white sands, as emerald waters glide by. The music accompanies the movement, but at the same time, invites stillness, as the movement reminds us, freedom lives where movement meets meaning. The coast stretches outward. Cliffs rise, crowned by green hills. There is no agenda, no urgency, only the invitation to detach and drift. Then, something surreal, white as a dream, standing timeless. Hotels and restaurants echo nearby, but the castle reminds us of stories long before schedules. A man fishes, quietly perched on a rock. No words are spoken. He examines his catch with the calm of someone who knows that silence teaches more than sound. The sea rolls beneath him, blue and vast and gently restless.